Royal Prince Harry and Meghan Markle divorce could be wrapped in days, not weeks. Royal commentator Victoria Arbiter says Meghan and Harry's divorce from the royal family could just take days, not weeks. Damage control is full steam ahead. They are keen to get this wrapped up, Miss Arbiter told Today. I think the entire royal family are reeling from this news. Before I joined you, news broke that the Queen has directed the households of Prince William and Prince Charles to work with her household and the household of the Sussexes, along with the governments, plural. That would include the British government. Does that mean Canadian and US governments? She's told them all they must work together and come up with a workable solution in days, not weeks. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex's announcement to step down as senior members of the royal family is said to have come up with little warning for the Queen, and the coming days will be dedicated to negotiating terms and conditions of the split. Harry and Meghan were perhaps trying to control the narrative because they laid out their terms on their websites, and none of these terms were run by the royal family ahead of time, so it reads like a wish list. Miss Arbiter continues, we don't know if Prince Charles is going to agree to keep funding them, or if the Queen will say you can hold on to Frogmore Cottage. That will be negotiated at a very fast pace. Camilla Tominey, associate editor at the UK's Telegraph, told Today the pair's relatives feel Harry and Meghan can't continue in their roles as it stands. This is about trying to reach a compromise where everyone can get what they want. I would suggest at the moment that looks impossible. But what is certainly not workable is this idea of being half in, half outside the monarchy. She said there is a degree of negative sentiment about the way that this has been executed. I do think there is also some sympathy among royal aides and indeed probably relatives that Harry and Meghan don't feel they can continue in their royal role as it stands. They feel under due pressure. They have been suffering from the emotional consequence of what they say is a vilification by the press, and they want to change things up. There is no collaboration between those three generations of monarchy, the Queen, Prince Charles and Prince William and their teams, in order to try and find what Buckingham Palace describes as a workable solution to this issue of how Harry and Meghan carry out their role in the future. But the fact that they are now looking for a workable solution, of course, suggests that the one that Harry and Meghan have come up with is considerable, unworkable behind palace gates. Many royalists have been left disappointed at how the separation was handled. Many have expressed their disappointment on social media and said they're upset at how the announcement was handled and how the fallout has come along. I think Harry and Meghan are being optimistic if they think interest in their lives will die down if they move to North America, Miss Arbiter said. Legendary British photographer Arthur Edwards has been left shocked by Harry's decision. He said the royal won't find what he's looking in for North America. Meghan might, because, it's her home and she lived for a while in Canada, but Harry should be here in England. He should be working with the Queen, supporting the Queen, doing his duty and supporting his brother. Mr. Edwards said she may have some things lined up. They've already seen her agent when they're out there and probably found somewhere to live, and probably the Canadians will pay for the security. Yesterday, Buckingham Palace issued a statement in response to the shocking news, saying they would continue to work with the Duke and Duchess over the complicated issues. Prince Harry and Meghan congratulate Princess Eugenie and Jack Brooksbank on royal baby's arrival. The royal cousins share a close bond. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex reacted to the news that Princess Eugenie and her husband Jack Brooksbank welcomed their first child on Tuesday. Buckingham Palace announced the new royal baby's arrival in a statement released on Tuesday. It read, Her Royal Highness Princess Eugenie was safely delivered of a son today, 9th of February 2021 at 8:55 hours at the Portland Hospital. Jack Brooksbank was present. The baby weighs 8 pounds and 1 ounce. The Queen, the Duke of Edinburgh, the Duke of York, Sarah, Duchess of York, and Mr. and Mrs. George Brooksbank have been informed and are delighted with the news. This is Princess Eugenie and Jack Brooksbank's first child, the Duke of York, and Sarah, Duchess of York's first grandchild, and the 9th great-grandchild for the Queen and the Duke of Edinburgh. Her Royal Highness and her child are both doing well. The Prince of Wales and Duchess of Cornwall were also among the royals to send their well wishes. Eugenie shares a close bond with Harry and Meghan and is currently residing at the Sussex's Windsor home, Frogmore Cottage. The princess was reportedly one of the first members of the royal family to know about Harry's relationship with the former actress Meghan Markle when they first began dating in 2016. Eugene and Jack tied the knot at St. George's Chapel in October 2018, 5 months after Harry and Meghan were married at the same venue. The couples have also reportedly enjoyed a holiday together at George and Amal Clooney's home on Lake Como. Harry and Meghan are now living in the US after stepping back from royal duties in March 2020, but they could also be reunited with the royals if they return for a number of planned high-profile events this summer. While the Queen will mark her 95th birthday at Tripping the Colour, the Duke of Edinburgh will also celebrate turning 100 in June. Eugene's son is the Queen's 9th great-grandchild after she welcomed Harry and Meghan's son, Archie, as her 8th in 2019. Zara and Mike Tyndall's third child will also make Her Majesty a great-grandmother for the 10th time when the baby is born in the coming months.